Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com as well as your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marston, and this is your Tuesday morning forecast update. If I have any good news for you today, it's that we do not have a heat advisory, but it's still going to stay very hot today. Your highs likely in the mid to upper 90s. Once again, you factor in the humidity, we'll get a heat index between probably 100 and maybe 103 degrees. If it stays below 105, that's the reason we don't have a heat advisory today, but we're probably not going to feel much of a change from yesterday. Breezy day as well. It's just one of those days, feels like you'll be sitting in a sauna with a blow dryer pointed at your face, as we'll have breezy conditions through the late morning and afternoon. Starting out in the 70s in most areas, so we will get a break from the heat early this morning. The south wind coming through about 10 miles per hour, and that south wind continues to push a lot of that Saharan dust into the Arklatex. That will be a problem for us for the rest of the week, and I'll have more on that in just a moment. But expect highs today likely in the mid and possibly upper 90s. Again, not a big change from yesterday. And a look at the heat index, which is showing the heat index when you factor in the humidity, probably peaking around 103 by about 3 or 4 p.m. today. And in fact, you could see a few locations maybe touch 105 briefly. So just one of those afternoons you want to limit your time outside. Once again, nothing happening with the weather pattern here. We continue to have high pressure building in. You can definitely see that on the map here, this dome of high pressure centered over Alabama and Mississippi. It will actually move back towards us a bit as we head into the weekend. That may shove some of the dust over into Texas, but for the most part, we'll continue to see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Kind of hard to see up into the sky with all the dust that we'll have built in today. Futurecast tries to bring some rain close to us, but just don't think it will happen today with all the sinking air that we have in place. And there's a look at the projected dust today. You can see the darker colors here kind of indicating a better push of dust this afternoon. It will kind of ebb and flow. It will be bad for a couple hours, then it may improve for an hour or two, and this is probably the way it will go for the rest of the week. You can see the dust kind of loading up again late this week, and as that high begins to shift back towards us, it may start to push some of this dust back over into central and west Texas and may give us a little bit of a break this weekend. But just due to the dust and the heat, we do have an air quality action day for Caddo, Bossier, and DeSoto parishes. So what that means, if you have asthma, COPD, or some kind of respiratory illness, just limit your time outside today. It's urged that you fuel your vehicle after 6 p.m. and don't use gas-powered motors, and that will probably be the case for maybe the rest of the week here, as we'll likely have that poor air quality through at least Friday. Hopefully we can get some rain going to clear things out for us a bit, but either way, if we see the rain, won't be widespread, so we're expecting the highs will stay mid to upper 90s through at least the middle of next week.